Hello and welcome to India Today SoSouth. I'm Gautam Shankar. Now the Lok Sabha elections is just around the corner, and the elections in Tamil Nadu seems to be especially heating up. Now the Tamil Nadu BJP president has recently now said that Dravidian politics is nearing an end, and the ruling DMK will part of history after the 2026 elections. Is what his latest statement is. Now he is saying that initially it was all about identity-centric politics, but Dravidian politics no longer remains what it was in 1950. He says that it became different in 1980 and is now entirely different in 2024. Now he says that Tamil Nadu will move away from cult-based, family-centric politics, like how 2019 was a defining moment in UP politics. So that's what he's doing. He's trying to compare Tamil Nadu with what happened in Uttar Pradesh. And he says that in Uttar Pradesh, voters moved away from caste. Similar things will happen in 2024. And he says that Tamil Nadu people will move away from a corrupt system which calls itself Dravidian politics. Now, to understand more about the kind of statements that Annamalai is making and the reasons behind it, I'm now joined in by YG Madhuvanti from BJP and Selam Dhanidharan from DMK. Thank you so much for joining us on this discussion today. So, coming to what Annamalai has said, that he now, do you believe this BJP DMK clash, which has been, we could say quite recent, it has basically spiked up since Annamalai took over as the BJP state president there. Now, does it have any ground that for him to say that Dravidian politics is nearing an end? Let me first start off with Dharni and his reaction to what the BJP president has said.
Firstly, thank you for having me in the show. See, I do not think that that has any merit whatsoever. If you look at the history, only people who wanted to destroy DMK have been destroyed. That's the saying goes, and DMK is now the strongest party in Tamil Nadu. Even if you look at the 2024 elections, it is DMK versus who. But in the past, from the 60s onwards, there have been some parties or some personalities or the other who have been saying that DMK is destroyed or will be destroyed. But right now, we are the strongest party. DMK is still there. Only people who wanted to destroy us have been destroyed. So, and if also, I don't think where is BJP on the ground. I am in charge for a constituency in Tamil Nadu, and I'm also traveling across Tamil Nadu, and I'm going and campaigning booth level. I'm talking to booth level cadres of DMK as well as to the public in both in rural areas and urban areas. And I do not see any booth level presence for the BJP. Maybe there are some uh, social media presence here and there, but booth level workers are absolutely absent. And most so this
All
absence is obvious in rural parts. To contest an parliamentary election, a party will need to have about 8 lakh booth workers. So, which means one BLA two, which means about 1,720 BLA two for a constituency into 10, about 18,000 workers per constituency into 40. It's about 8 lakh. So, I don't think they have about 18,000 booth level workers per
right.
constituency,
Hmm.
right?
All
I
right,
don't think
Dhanikaran. So
they
here,
don't have even 10% of that. And,
all
and,
right.
and, to, and to grow this grassroots presence is not easy. Plus,
Hmm, hmm.
uh, DMK has proved that our Dravidian model is one of the best models in India, right? If you
All
look at
right.
healthcare,
So Dhanikaran,
right?
they're making a staunch observation. Let me just quickly come to Madhuvanti with this. He is basically saying that while on one hand, Annamalai is talking about the end of Dravidian politics, where is your grassroots level workers? Where are your cadres? We are set here. We have thousands of men and women, the cadres that are working with us. But on ground level, this is not seen for the BJP. How would you like to respond to this?
So, good evening to you, Gautam, and good evening to Dharnitharan ji also. Thank you for having me on the show. Firstly, let me. I'm quite surprised that Mr. Dharnitharan seems to know the insides of how the BJP Karyakartas are working, and he's telling you and me about how the booth level is working in BJP, because I thought I was the BJP Karyakarta and I am the one working in the booth levels also with regards our election campaigns, and I'm quite impressed that Mr. Dhanidharan is having a keen focus on how the BJP Karyakartas are working. This itself proves that everybody, as far as this election is concerned, is only worried about what BJP is doing, what Annamalai is doing, If Annamalai and BJP don't have a presence, then why talk about him? I find everybody in every campaign, as far as the DMK is concerned, or even the ADMK for that matter, talking only about Annamalai and BJP. If your BJP is not a party that you have to worry about, why talk about us? Allow us to do our
Okay.
work, because we are the largest democratic party in the country today, and we know how to do our work in the booth level. And I can see a tectonic shift in the ground level. And with regards party workers, let's not forget how the party workers deserted certain very important meetings that happened very recently, just before election campaigns for the DMK. And also, let me add to it that there have been 12 to 13 instances where the public of Tamil Nadu have literally asked the sitting MPs of DMK to not even enter their areas, because they are dissatisfied and very unhappy about what was not done, especially during the floods. I am just taking one example. There are 10 such. So let us not go into that. I think my state president is very clear, and his vision is very clear. Our vision is very clear. We are here to create a difference, and we are here to make a mark. And this is an election for the prime ministerial position of this country. First,
All
let
right.
the DMK and their alliances decide who their prime ministerial candidate is. Then we can have these discussions.
All right. Madhavan, ma'am, staying with you, you say that BJP is here to make a difference in Tamil Nadu and you're here to replace Dravidian politics. Could you give me a gist or understanding of what is that change that the BJP wants to bring about in Tamil Nadu?
Sir, firstly, we have done enough and more. The Honorable Prime Minister of this country has delivered everything that he promised in the 2019 election manifesto. You can tick every single box. And Tamil Nadu is not some alien country. Tamil Nadu is very much a part of Bharat. And Tamil Nadu has also benefited by all these policies and all these achievements of our honorable prime minister. So I don't see why we don't have to give you a detail. But then I would like to ask, based on the 2021 election manifesto, please, I would like to ask my learned partner here, Mr. Dharanidharan, how many of their promises have they fulfilled? Because these are the questions the people of Tamil Nadu are asking, the women of Tamil Nadu are asking, and they don't seem to have answers. So before you ask me what we have done for Tamil Nadu and this country, I think that question should be posed to my learned friend from the DMK here.
Okay, Dharanidharan, if you could respond to that. Dharanidharan, we seem to have lost your. Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. We can
I
hear
think I
you.
was muted. See, firstly,
Yeah.
anecdotal evidences do not account for anything. So, one or two incidences here and there does not reflect the actual overall reality. And also, regarding the prime minister candidate, in India, we follow a Westminster system in which the people elect the representatives, MLAs in case of states, and parliamentarians in case of the parliamentary elections. They in turn, the parliamentarians elected by the people, in turn will elect the prime minister. So we are not following a presidential system. So there's not. So we need not decide on a prime minister candidate earlier. That's what the Westminster system is all about. That's the case in most countries which follow the Westminster system, be it Australia, be it England, or be it Canada. And and if I have to go into the manifesto, BJP promised many things in the 2014 manifesto. They said the black money will be recovered. No black money has been recovered. They said even black money will be recovered, and more than 10 lakh rupees will be deposited in each people account. Not happen. They said 2 crore jobs will be provided each year to youth. Okay, they did not provide 2 crore job. At least 1 crore job would have been provided. No, but unfortunately, as per CMIE, youth and unemployment, India stands at about 55% now, one of the highest in the world. They said the farmers' income will be double, but in the last 10 years, the farmers' income has reduced by 1% in real terms. Real terms meaning control for inflation. Real wages have reduced, and more pertinent for people in the bottom 60% of the population, where the real wages have reduced, and it's also the case in rural areas where the real wages are reduced, and most of the people in the bottom 50% of the income group. That apart, DMK has fulfilled most of its promises. We promised 1,000 rupees for women folk given. We promised free bus pass given. So most of the promises, if you look about out of the 100, I mean, out of the 500 odd promises we made,
Hmm.
95% of the promises have been fulfilled by the DMK, in spite of the difficult financial situation in which we took over the government. In fact, if you remember in 2021, when DMK took over, Tamil Nadu finance was so bad, the previous AADMK of which BJP was a part of was not able to pay wages and pension to the government servants, which is why their retirement age was increased from 58 to 59 and 59 to 60, kept increasing. In spite of relieving all of them, paying their pension wages, we came and then we faced a very severe COVID. Then immediately we doled out 4,000 rupees as corona relief immediately, and then we started fulfilling one promise of the other. I
All
think
right.
last year, a year back, nearly we also fulfilled that 1,000 rupees to about 1.2 crore women folks in
All right.
Tamil Nadu, right? But
Yeah.
in fact, if you look
Hmm.
at BJP's promises before 2019 election, in fact, the Indian Express and Al Jazeera have written articles saying that most of the BJP's poll promises, double that of UPS time, had been left incomplete.
Okay. All right. So there we had a chat about the poll discussion, but now I want to speak about the ideological battle here because what Annamalai is essentially speaking about is that destroying or the end of the Dravidian model. So when we are talking about this, he says that, and especially the BJP, the charges that they're saying is that Dravidian model hasn't been able to resolve issues like the two tumbler system or caste discrimination, and why are they blaming Sanatana Dharma for it? What is your response to that, Dhananjay?
Sorry, I didn't hear. Can you
Uh,
just tell
uh,
me?
the yeah, the question is the BJP is saying that the Dravidian model hasn't been able to resolve issues like caste discrimination in the state, the two tumbler system also, for example, and the DMK is ending up blaming Sanatan Dharma for it. What is your response to that?
No, no. See, firstly and foremost, the DMK oppose Sanatana Dhamma not because we are against any religion. The reason for opposing is to bring equality within the Hindu religion, and that was substantial by the fact that DMK was the only government, DMK government. I think. I mean, Tamil Nadu was the only government, right, to ensure that people of all castes can become priests. It was a legislation brought about by our leader after he became the chief minister. Point one. Point number two. See, to abolish caste system, what you have to do, right? You'll have to democratize education. You have to democratize health. You have to create aspiration in people. And this is all what from the days of Justice Party, Dravida Kalagam, and then DMK, we've been doing. Which is why if you look, 1 in 4 Dalit entrepreneurs live in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu highest number of OBC entrepreneurs, and we have spatial distribution uh, with regards to businesses. Why is it very important? Spatial distribution, because certain regions are occupied by certain castes. So unless you have like business or SMEs focused on only certain region, then certain castes will looked out, will be left out. But here we have spatial distribution of industries, which is also very important for democratizing uh, businesses across caste groups. Data shows it. I'm not saying it. 1 in 4 Dalit entrepreneurs live in Tamil Nadu in India. Highest number of OBC entrepreneurs are in Tamil Nadu. Highest number of doctors, OBC and Dalit doctors, are in Tamil Nadu. How did we do it? Is because by democratizing education. But when you only bring in reservation, it does not help. What you have to do? You will have to bring people to school. But when you have to bring people to school, people who uh, do not have money may not send their children to school. Which is why 1921 itself, Justice Party announced midday meal scheme. It was the pilot project announced in one of the schools in Teen municipal school. And then subsequent governments improved on midday meal scheme, and my government now started on morning breakfast scheme. So we have done everything to make sure the shackles of caste system goes away. And another important thing for breaking the caste system is to urbanize, and which is why Tamil Nadu is the most urbanized state in India. If you look at what percentage Tamil Nadu is urbanized 1960s to now, you will see uh, we have had a rapid growth in urbanization. If you
Yeah.
look at a lot of people talking about how do you break the shackles of caste system, they'll say make urbanizing society is very important, and we have also done that. So you can't say based on certain anecdotal events that Tamil
Hmm.
Nadu is suffering from caste system, but you have to look
All
at
right.
overall scheme of things.
All right. Look at the overall scheme of things, is what Dhananjayan says there. Now, coming to you, Madhavandi ma'am, the political discourse in the state has been shaped by iconic figures. We had Thiruvalluvar, Periyar, Annadurai, Karunanidhi, MJR, and Jayalalitha, and they have been champions of regional pride. So, how is the BJP really going to change this around in a short span of time, with just weeks left for the Lok Sabha elections? And then, even if you are talking about 2026, what is the strategy here of the BJP to say that they're going to change the political discourse from Dravidian politics to that of the BJP? And what is that discourse that the BJP is really going to bring here in the state?
Sir, firstly, I want to understand this whole Dravidian model that they've been talking about. I'm trying to find it. I've still not been able to find it. I'm trying to look for this Dravidian model everywhere, wherever I go, but I'm not able to find the Dravidian model. Having said that, Dravidam is a geographical description. And also to say that Sanatan Dharma is different from Hinduism, well, that's a separate debate. I'm willing to go one-on-one with Mr. Dharanidharan at any given point in time. I'm ready to debate that, but I don't think today we have the time. Thirdly, to say that this country is not, Tamil Nadu is not part of this ecosystem and this is a different ecosystem. I am amazed. And you talk about Thiruvalluvar and Periyar in the same breath. I mean, I really don't know what to say. I mean, Periyar is a man who spoke so ill about Thiruvalluvar's Thirukural itself. So I don't understand how Thiruvalluvar and Periyar come into the same line of discussion. And finally, to say that nobody is speaking about Kamaraj. Nobody is speaking about the national leaders who have ruled this state for so many years. And you're suddenly talking about one model called Dravidian model that has come from nowhere, which something is that word was never used by even their patriarch, Kalaignar Karunanidhi. But you want to say Dravidian model. I want to know what this model is, because the women of the state are asking the chief minister himself, sir, we've not received 1,000 rupees, please give it to us. Is it okay if my husband eats and I starve? They don't have answers for that. But they are saying 1,000 rupees has been given to the middle. This is just one example that I'm giving. And to say that the 2014 election manifesto has not been fulfilled, and to forget and to put an elephant in the room and try to cover up an entire pumpkin inside a pot of rice, is the typical tactic of the DMK, which I am used to, which we are all as Karyakartas used to. But my point is, this state has understood what delivery of a particular point means, and they believe in the Prime Minister of this country, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and they know he is here to deliver. And the mood is very clear in Tamil Nadu that this is a parliamentarian election, and they want to elect for somebody, like he said, the Westminster system where all the parliamentarians get together and elect the Prime Minister of the country. Our NDA alliance already knows who our Prime Minister is going to be, and the people of this country know that, especially the people of Tamil Nadu, say they know that this man means business, he will deliver. So they want to vote for somebody to that effect, and not to somebody who's going to say, we will deliver, we will remove TASMAC the minute we come to power. But I don't see. The only source of income for Tamil Nadu today is TASMAC. If they remove that also, they will be in further debt. What can I do? So unfortunately, these are things that we can have longer debates about, especially the Sanatan Dharma debate. Because Sanatan is not different from Hinduism. Hinduism, firstly, is not a religion, it's a way of life, and that is Sanatan Dharma. That is called inclusiveness. But to say that we will eradicate Sanatan Dharma, but we are not against Hinduism. There is so much of irony and dichotomy in this very line. And that is the way the DMK has functioned for so many years, and the people of Tamil Nadu are seeing through this. This is my only humble submission, sir.
All right. Dharanidharan, your final response to Madhavanti's charges.
See, Dravidian model, as we always say, is not something anthropological. It's an economic model which ensures inclusive growth for everyone. So in Tamil Nadu, we have ensured that no one is left out. Every scheme. In fact, Tamil Nadu was the only state government right now to ensure that people of third gender can study for free up to graduation level. So, and even in startups, if you look, there have been specific schemes. We saw that there are very small percentage of women entrepreneurs. That's why we set up special grants for women who want to become startup entrepreneurs. Same thing was emulated for Dalit entrepreneurs. So this is that model. No one is left behind. That is Dravidian model. Sometimes it could be confused to be anthropological. And if you look at our schemes, I think everyone is happy with whatever this Dravidian model has done, and whatever the schemes we have doled out after 2021. See, I think even the sports who spoke about Sanatama is very very well clarified. He said that we are not against any religion, against Hinduism. We are only against the aspect which talks about caste system, which discriminates people. We are only against discrimination of people and nothing else. In fact, DMK has done more for temples than any other party. 96, Kalania was the first chief minister in India to introduce pension for the priest. And 21, that pension was increased. After 21, DMK came to power, 4,000 crores worth of temple land was reclaimed. On the contrary, in Gujarat, you know what happened? Temple lands were given to a private place to build commercial complexes. Ironically, who put the case? VHP put a case, and High Court told the High Court told
Okay.
the state government that this is wrong.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here the dichotomy is with the BJP, where they say use religion, but they
Hmm.
do something against the religion. But
Okay.
here,
Okay.
for politics, that's all. It's not that
All right.
why should politics? Why should you bring spirituality into politics? I
All right.
could leave her,
So,
but
final
my,
thoughts, here, and then we completely run out of time here. Madhavanti, last thoughts, and then we wrap this up. 30
Yeah,
seconds.
basically, Sanatan Dharma is the most inclusive and eternal of them all. And to say that Sanatan Dharma talks about caste system is absolutely, I do not understand. The understanding seems to be lacking with regards the DMK if they're going to say that Sanatan Dharma is not inclusive. And let us not talk about what is being happening to temples in Tamil Nadu, especially after this government took over, and how toilets are being built inside the temple areas, and the absolute abysmal way in which the temple priests are being treated. That's a debate for a separate day, and I'm willing to take on that debate as well. Absolutely no problem, since we do not have enough time, you said. But to say that temples have been promoted by the DMK is the most ironical line I've heard on the entire debate today. So, having said that, and to say that BJP does not know how to support temples, especially when the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha happened this year, is the more ironical statement that I've heard as of today, sir. So, to be very honest with you, I think there is a lot of confusion inside the DMK camp as to what they are saying and what they are doing. Let them get the clarity themselves, and then we are most willing to give them more clarity on all these topics.
All right. So there you have it. Thank you, Dharanidharan and Madhavanti. Basically saying that the political discourse in Tamil Nadu is definitely heating up now. Whether what Annamalai has said will come true or not, we'll know on June 4th when the Lok Sabha election results do come out. And we'll also know whether this whole debate around Dravidian politics it's going to stand the test of time. For the meantime, thank you so much for joining us on India Today. So.
Thank you. Thank you.